In the last episode, we visited Samoa, an island with very friendly people. We visited the other island and we went into a resort to celebrate my birthday.
Clear rows there for anyone who wants one of those.
It's always a challenge to leave in the night, especially when you have to do the special procedure to raise the mainsail. So Mark's climbing in, we decide to do it on the anchor. We planned the passage perfectly, just after the period that we had very strong winds. We are going to do the 260 miles in a little bit over a day, 1.5 days, and we hope to get in just before the wind dies out completely.
One we've in the main in the Solent until now, but we're going to decide whether we put the Code Zero or the Janiger on later. Have to look a little bit at the speed that Inky Blue is going at. So we're in the wind shadow of the island now. Makes sense to go south of the Savaii, the next island of Samoa. So we keep a little bit more wind. So we're gonna get more waves there, of course. The wind and the waves are coming from the southeast. The sea gets a bit confused here between the island. Oh, big wave! It's good that we rolled in Code Zero, 13 knots with the Solent.
We decided to put the Code Zero on the bowsprit instead of the downwind jet anchor, because with these circumstances you have to roll in, roll out with the Code Zero, which is a much flatter sail than the downwind jet anchor. That is a lot easier. And we are not racers, so with this Code Zero the average speed is more than enough. Suddenly we had a squall with 36 knots of wind. It came in so violent that the autopilot just couldn't manage for a moment. We hardly ever have that, but this time we have it. And then it's good that we always have the wheel a little bit inside the tent, so that within a second we are at the wheel and we can steer. Luckily we saw it coming, so the Code Zero was gone and we already had a reef in the mainsail. This Outremer 55 can easily handle this sort of winds with one reef in the main and the solid. And then when the squall is gone, it's very easy to roll out the Code Zero again and speed up.
One 108 miles to go. Couple of minutes from midnight. My shift now, but Inky goes to bed. Inky is right behind us in a straight line to Wallis. Goes for the Code Zero, although it doesn't seem like there are a lot of squalls left. The sea state is still quite annoying, but not as annoying as it was earlier today. "28 miles to go." We will enter the pass exactly when there is no current, at least not from the tide. They might have had some water in the atoll which is flowing out. So we still expect a couple of knots of current against us. The pass probably between those two islands. We just heard over the radio that we can't come in the atoll, but we're not allowed to go to shore until Monday. They don't have time to do the antigen test. That's a pity.
Indrukwekkend hoe daar...
Ja, precies.
Whoa! The waves rolling on the reefs were very impressive, but there were no breaking waves within the pass, so the entrance was pretty safe. First we sail to an area where you can easily drop the mainsail. It's always a challenge. You don't know the atoll, you don't know if the maps are completely right in this area, so you have to lower the sail and have a good lookout both on the map and outside that you don't hit anything.
fast, and then we found some room to get the mainsail down.
And now we're going to the isolated part of the island where we are not allowed to go off the boat. It's Saturday now. They said that we had to wait until Monday, but I think Dominique from Fou de Bassin, he arranged that we can check in and do the COVID test tomorrow, so that's good news. In the morning, Mark was picking up the anchor alone. I was doing some jobs inside because there was no wind, so he didn't need me. But Mark is always too busy with cameras, etc. And he was pretty close to the reef because with the sun so low, you can't see it.
Je kaart hoeft ook niet te kloppen.
The checking-in process in Wallis is extremely easy. Within an hour we had a COVID test and we are completely ready to go.
Bonjour.
Wallis has a very modern beach club. It's amazing because there is absolutely no tourism there.
So we're at the beach club in Wallis, and you also kind to pick us up in this car. Because
one of the pleasures of Wallis is doing that kind of trip around the island. In the back of the car.
Wallis has a beautiful lagoon. The mountain in the middle is not as high as Bora Bora or Raiatea, for instance, but the lagoon is very pretty.
Try to look happy.
You see the stones there? The stones in the water.
Hello. We're here in the Bay of Gai. And can somebody come and pick us up and bring us to the beach club? Just a couple of miles that way.
The nature in Samoa is very beautiful. And furthermore, there's not a lot to do, except for the amazing amount of churches there are, if you compare it to the amount of people that live on the island. In the middle of the island is a beautiful lake, very special. They don't know how deep it is. It's very deep, and it's supposed to be the crater of the original volcano.
Ça c'est Mathieu. Mathieu nous emmener au Wallis. Et je puis recommander. Oui, je puis recommander le Beach Club.
Ah, le Beach Club, ouais.
Le restaurant Beach Club.
De Wallis.
Oui,
In the next episode, we're going to Fiji.